Good morning. It's the 1st of May. It's a bit of a chilly morning today in Bulgaria here. It's starting to clear up a bit. Clouds in the sky. It's been raining for the past few days and a little bit chilly. One of the things about me doing these Pensioner Prepper site is I don't do scripted, I don't monetize, I'm not interested in such things. I've got my pension and I've got this house in Bulgaria. Well, it's a house, it's in Bulgaria, in a village. Yeah, plot of land I'm finding getting hard to manage these days. And so I tend to use raised beds. Whenever I find a raised bed I can buy a metal one, which is better than the wooden ones for my purposes, because you get a lot of carpenter ants here which will jaw into wood like nobody's business. That's a lesson I learned earlier on. So what am I talking about today? I was going to do some more insulation in the house with this thing called Fibram, 50mm Fibram, because it gets cold winters here, and obviously with damp weather and things like that, it's a bit too cold for it. The fixture doesn't set properly. So what I'll talk about today, just sitting here, is do you arm yourself? Is it worth it? Now, a lot of sites are American sites that are all into guns and ammo and things like that. Could you honestly kill a human being? Really, ask yourself, could you honestly kill another human being? I ask myself that. Not often, I have, because I do this Pensioner Prepper. What's the purpose of owning a gun? Well, let's have a look at something. It's a toy, really. Not funny. It fires these plastic BB things. Nasty sting. What I could use it for is, I've got the raised beds and now I've got things like that. I don't want cats squatting on there and digging at it and crapping on the things and things like that. So this will not hurt it. Just a little plastic ball. It just won't hurt them. I mean, I don't want to kill anything, so why should I? I don't want to kill an animal. And now, let's move out a little bit. And so, where's your problems in? I know in America there's a lot of guns about, and they seem to like. I don't know. I suppose the impression we get that they're a very violent society. Well, the truth is, Northern European in the UK is also a very violent society, and getting more so. I used to live in the inner city of Burngreave in Sheffield, then on to Shirecliffe. And so the Burngreave, there's a mixed community, Afro-Caribbean, things like that. So there was a lot of street crime, drugs and muggings, car thefts and that. But the main one which made me move out of the UK was burglaries. I got burgled several times, and it's not a very pleasant thing to have happen. Somebody coming into your house. But that's the thing. You aren't an armed society in the UK. Northern Europe either. Although there are more guns in Northern Europe than what there are in the UK. The regulations in the UK are far, far tighter. But still, we're not an armed society. The people, besides the authorities that have access to guns, are criminals. And that is getting worse. Knife crimes is the biggest one, so I understand. But if you come out in the inner city as I was, you walk out your door, you can see who your warlords and gangs are going to be that you need to protect yourself against. Because undoubtedly we're going to get an economic crisis of such a magnitude. That's why I'm prepping, that's why a lot of people are prepping. And do you protect yourself? Now, as a pensioner, I mean, I'm 73 this year. I couldn't stand up to a couple of young lads in a fight. They'll kick the living daylights out of me. Do you harm yourself? Well, to be honest, it's not practical for a pensioner. We're arthritic, we're old, we're stiff, we're not fast and things like that. So the best thing for us, or you should I say, because I'm talking about Bulgaria, this is a much different situation, is to group together. You've got to live as more of a community than individually. Individually you just get picked off. So how would you harm yourself anyway? A knife? I think the street gang is more experienced at such things. Could you honestly use one? Yeah, I have knives and other things, but I don't see any need to use it here. It's a very peaceful society. I live in a rural situation, so I don't think you can get bands of hooligans kicking around the place. A different situation. Projectile weapon? I'll show you this. It's a pistol crossbow, right? This would be illegal in the United Kingdom because it's an £80 pull crossbow. But I mainly use these plastic arrows for just for fun, target practice. But I have got these metal wrist of getting it out. Oh dear me. They're made of metal with quite a sharp tip. It's supposed to be a hunting arrow, but I can't see any benefit having just a straight tip for hunting. So if I need to hunt, I can. So that's the pistol crossbow. But what I did get, and it was just in case, are these. As you can see, that's a proper hunting one, but it's razor sharp points. I'll tell you now, I can see no possible purpose or ever load this into the crossbow and use it. It would definitely kill a human being. It's meant for hunting and killing. I can definitely see no reason whatsoever that I will ever put this in the crossbow. So when you talk about arming yourself to the teeth, and it's not practical unless you want to kill somebody, and I definitely do not want to kill somebody, and I don't think you do. So for pensioners in particular, trying to fend off particularly an armed intruder on your own, I doubt you could do it. I very much doubt you could do it, unless you were very, very lucky. I don't think so. So the only advice I've got on that is look to your security. Good locks, and look to where the people can get in and things like that. When you go in the streets, do your shopping and that, look around you a bit more. Look at where your dangers are going to be. Be aware of that. Also look at who's congregating as gangs, where your possible thieves, muggers, the men of violence, the gangs of violence. Just bear that in mind and try to avoid it as best as possible. Anyway, I kind of see no other course happening than a complete economic collapse. That's why I'm prepping, that's why probably you prepare, and try to get others to prepare. But as a pensioners, try to get community in your interests. Singly, community, you're stronger. That's all I've got to say on the matter. As I said, I can see no reason other than a drastic situation where I would ever use anything like that. So, pensioner prepper, wishing you all the best. Take care. Bye for now. I'll see if the weather gets better and I can do a bit more insulation on the house and a bit more work on the solar system. Bye for now.